बड़ी स्मूथ है. हालांकि देर आर सेवरल प्रॉब्लम्स एट द मोमेंट. आउट ऑफ 34 members, 17 judicial, 17 administrative. Today, AFT has only 17. Out of 13 benches which have to run, today only 4 are running. And there is something wrong. Something wrong for 2 reasons. One is, I feel ki the issue of running this tribunal properly, which is a very, very important tribunal. बिकॉज ये लिटिगेशन जो आर्म फोर्सेस ट्राइब्यूनल में है, ये नॉर्मल लिटिगेशन जैसा नहीं है. यहाँ पर ये है कि अगर मेजर जनरल आया है कि मुझे मेरे प्रमोशन का केस है, तो इफ़ इट इज़ नॉट हर्ड ही विल रिटायर. सो इट्स अ वेरी प्रेसिंग एंड टाइम बाउंड. Therefore, it is a very, very important thing, and which high courts and others, when they were hearing these matters in writ, they were not able to do it. And the very purpose of AFT Act is the speedy trial, which is the basic spirit of Armed Forces Acts. So there is a problem if you don't run. But what has happened is 2 years back, these people, judges would come on the last perks and pay. These administrative members will also come on that. So judges will be judges. The government has done something, rather bureaucrats have done. The minister realized it too late. Through the finance bill, an act was passed in parliament and brought these high court judges equivalent to the Secretary Government of India. And they are very, very disturbed about it. And that is under challenge in Supreme Court. My daughter Aishwarya Bhatti is doing this matter, and this will be heard. So these are working problems there, and we don't know. But this, because of this is a good outlet. Grievances को एक इंटरनल प्रोसीजर था, आई टोल्ड यू, वो है अभी भी, और एक अब आपको जुडिशल रेमेडी मिल गई. तो ये पेंट अप फीलिंग्स जब होती है तब गड़बड़ होती है. आर्मी में कई बार म्यूटनी हुई. वो सरदारों वाली तो इसलिए हुई कि 84 का वो हुआ था, नहीं वो ब्लू स्टार हुआ था. और अभी 2-3 साल पहले लेह में एक हुआ था. वो पेंट अप फीलिंग्स थी उनकी, लोगों की. तो पेंट अप फीलिंग्स को वो उनको निकालना ज़रूरी है. तो इंटरनल प्रोसीजर इज़ ओके, बट इट डज नॉट केयर. टुडे वो जुडिशल रेमेडी अवेलेबल. तो देखिए, इन सब चीज़ों से क्या होता है कि एक मैसेज जाता है, और मैसेज की वजह से एक मोरल फैक्टर है ये आर्म फोर्सेस का. बहुत कितनी लड़ाइयाँ हुई आफ्टर फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वार एंड सेकंड वर्ल्ड वार. लॉट ऑफ स्टडीज हैव बीन डन. देयर आर 10 प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ वार which have emerged from all these wars, and most important thing is morale. Even if you don't have modern weapon, which we have proved, Indian Army has always proved, even if you don't have modern weapon, if the morale is high, it is said that आधी बैटल तो आप अपनी विल पावर से जीत लेते हो, चाहे पढ़ाई हो चाहे कुछ भी हो. अगर आप करना चाहते हो तो nobody can stop you. I can tell you this. I am a man who was born in a village. I was educated in Hindi medium for first 12-13 years of my education, and then I made my way up to this. My children are doing well because I came in legal profession. They came in legal profession. My son became the High Court judge. My daughter Aishwarya is the advocate and senior advocate in record there and additional advocate general of UP. That's all of course तकदीर की बातें हैं, सब भगवान करता है. इसका क्रेडिट मैं मुझे और किसी को नहीं लेना चाहिए. बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज कि आप में अगर हिम्मत है. When my daughter Aishwarya joined me here, I told her, look, you'll have to work hard. She wanted to become a pilot otherwise. So I said, you'll have to work hard. So I said, 1 week, just go along with me. So she came. And after 1 week, I handed her. She was a best debater of the country, best moot court advocate and all of the country and all that. I said, वो सब ये practice में करोगे तब होगा, नहीं तो नहीं होगा. Then I said, here is a brief. Go to court so and so, prepare it, argue it. I am not coming there. And that made the way. very, very hard working. Every day, almost these boys who are working cities, etc., with, they know 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 matters in Supreme Court, which most lawyers are not able to do. And I think even I can't do. I am also doing 10, 12 matters in AFT, apart from High Court and other places. So remember it, the will take you. So there I was on morale. मोरल बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है. सारी चीज़ें जो हम बेनिफिट्स देते हैं मोरल के लिए देते हैं, और मोरल के बिना कोई आपको कुछ भी दे दें, अगर ये आपके राइफल भी आ गए और मोरल आपका, हमने नेट से सैबर्स को मारा है 71 वार में और 65 वार में. नेट जो इतना छोटा जहाज है, अगर आप लोगों ने कभी उसमें देखा हो, उसमें जी क्या बोलते हैं उसको, नहीं, वो जो सब चीज़ मिलती है गूगल में देखना, देन यू विल नो. यहाँ कोई जहाज नहीं बनता था. आई एम सरप्राइज सम लीडर्स, टॉप लीडर्स से, कि हमारा HL जो है वो नेट बना रहा था, मिस्ट्रियर बना रहा था, हंटर बना रहा था, कुछ नहीं बनता था. और हमारी जो HL है वो पिछले 40 साल से LCA लाइट कॉम्बैट एयरक्राफ्ट बनाने के लिए 40 साल से वो काम कर रहे थे, नहीं बना पाए. अब फाइनली उससे थोड़ा सा डेवलप करके एक निकाला अल्टरनेटिव, क्योंकि हमारे पास जहाज़ों की कमी है. तो वी एक्सेप्ट इट इज़ नॉट द टॉप क्लास दिस थिंग. फॉर सम लीडर्स आई एम सरप्राइज व्हेन आई सी ऑन टीवी, एंड टीवी में भी कोई नहीं पूछता. टीवी में आके बोल देते हैं, अरे यार ये राइफल का काम HL को नहीं दिया, हमने नेट बनाया, हमने मिस्ट्रियर बनाया, HL ने ये बनाया, वो बनाया, सुकॉइस बनाया. अरे तुम क्या पागल हो गए हो? सुकॉइस कौन बनाएगा? मिक्स कौन बनाएगा? लेटर ऑन मिक्स वर असेंबल्ड हियर, बट नॉट सुकॉइस एंड ऑल दैट. असेंबलिंग तो वही करते थे, हमारे साथ रशियंस काम करते थे, वही आके असेंबल करते. सो देयरफॉर व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू इज कि आपको राइफल भी दे दिया जाए तो भी अगर मोरल आपका ठीक नहीं है, मोरल का मतलब हिम्मत, आपकी स्पिरिट, द स्पिरिट टेक्स यू. क्यों हमारे लोग जो है वो कारगिल में 17-18 हज़ार ऊपर जाकर के मार दिया उनको, मरे हमारे भी लोग, पर उनके हज़ारों मरे. हमारे कितने मरे? 700 करीब, 700 सोल्जर्स हमारे भी मरे. दे वर फाइटिंग फ्रॉम एन एडवांटेजियस पोजिशन, और हमारे को तो एक एक कदम चढ़ना था. रात को चढ़ते थे, दिन में वहीं लेट जाते थे. अपना पानी, अपना खाना पीने का छोटा मोटा साथ लेके चलना पड़ता था. ये स्पिरिट की बात है, मोरल की बात है. सो देयरफॉर मोरल, ये आर्म फोर्सेस ट्राइब्यूनल ने एक आउटलेट दे करके पेंट अप फीलिंग्स को, और रिलीफ भी मिलता है, बहुत रिलीफ मिलता है. वेलफेयर में तो यू कैन से ऑलमोस्ट 80-90% रिलीफ इज अवेलेबल. सर्विस में काफ़ी रिलीफ मिलता है. आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू से हाउ मच परसेंटेज, पर काफ़ी रिलीफ मिलता है. दे आर रीजनेबल के अगर कोई किसी की इवन कोर्ट मार्शल में भी किसी की अगर सर्विस जो है पेंशनेबल सर्विस हो गई, तो इसको क्या, कैन वी हेल्प हिम टू गेट पेंशन? There is no need of taking him in back in the service, reinstating him. But is it possible? Termination किया तो भी can it be done? So that kind of relief is available, and I think it should send good message. Otherwise, any of you sometimes visit Armed Forces Tribunal. It is like any other court, any other high court or even Supreme Court, same procedure, original court, appellate court, and all that. Now you are all open to questions, answers, and I am open to answer them. You are open to asking questions if you have any doubt, anything, or you want to know anything.
So there's often a term used, command and control, when it comes to service matters, specifically for the military. What does that really entail? I've come across it in certain judgments in certain times when I've been reading. But I don't really understand what that really means to the ground level when you're talking about somebody going to the courts for promotion. Another follow-up question with that is, we were talking about the promotion board, and you can correct me obviously if I'm wrong, but I understand that they make a list for every batch, and they, using the ACRs, they create a list of who is going to be the next, and that list is set really early on in your career. So could you expand a little bit on that? And maybe that list is also confidential if I'm not wrong. So how does that entail in the tribunal's functioning?
Okay, good question. Come to command and control. Let me give you an example of Air Force. To make one pilot to fly one fighter aircraft, almost 50 to 70% have to work. The technical people have to work. The administrative support has to work. The spares have to come. The clothing has to come. The ration has to come. There has to be a proper living. There has to be a proper residential accommodation. All that. So, to make one, so the command, the fellows who are doing all these assistance, they cannot command it. The fellow who is flying, he is the one who can command. So therefore, this is what is the command in army. You have company. You start from platoon. A platoon commander. Platoon will have about say 35-40 persons, soldiers. A JCO will be a platoon commander. Then 4 platoons will make a company. There will be a major company commander. Then about 3 to 4 companies will make one battalion. There will be a colonel who is commander. Then say 3-4 battalions will make a brigade. There is a brigadier who is commander, brigade commander. Then 3-4 brigades will make a div. The div is commanded by a major general. Then a couple of divs, 2-3, will make one corps. That is commanded by one lieutenant general and one more lieutenant general there. Now, actual fighting forces are these up to corps level. Battalion, brigade, div, and corps. Actual fighting level, they are in ground. Up to lieutenant general, you have people fighting on the ground. Apna jurisdiction hai. Then you have the entire country divided into parts, and there are army commands, air force commands, naval commands. So those are known: army commander, air force commander, naval commander. Again, couple of lieutenant generals and all, and a senior most lieutenant general commanding it. We call it general officer commanding in chief, air officer commanding in chief, naval officer commanding in chief, flag officer commanding in chief. Navy में बोलते हैं. So this is how this command and control goes. Air Force, interestingly, has a very nice system. British system was adopted as it is, and it is proved to be good. It has 3-pronged system. It has the operations, which may be flying, and if it is missiles, even the technical people. Then it has a technical side, it has an administrative side. Right from bottom up to top, this is how Air Force is organized. You will have one Air Marshal in charge of administration. You will have one Air Marshal in charge of technical. You will have 2-3 Air Marshals in charge of operations. Army has services. Army has fighting troops, infantry, RT, armored is included in that. These are the fighting troops. Then you have the services, armed services, like signals. They have to move with infantry or these other armored, etc. Then you have these air defense. They have to move with that. So this is how the system works. And then you have support services. आर्मी सर्विस को राशन करेगी, प्रोविजन लाएगी, ऑर्डिनेंस कोर है, वो ऑर्डिनेंस में ये क्लोथिंग ये सब चीज़ें आती है, एंड मेडिकल होगा. इट्स नॉट दैट दे डोंट मूव, दे आल्सो मूव, दे आर आल्सो कॉम्पिटेंट. एवरीबडी इज ए कॉम्पिटेंट. I was commissioned in the administrative branch, but I had to be trained as a competent. I was not trained as a pilot because that's a different thing. हवाई जहाज महंगे होते हैं, महंगे नहीं होते तो शायद वो भी कर देते कंपल्सरी, पर आर्मी में सबको ट्रेन करते हैं. और जितनी आर्मी की कॉम्पिटेंट की ट्रेनिंग है वो एयरफोर्स में भी होती है. सिमिलरली नेवी शिप वगैरह का सारा सिस्टम है. सो दिस इज हाउ द कमांड एंड कंट्रोल. नाउ आर्मी, बिकॉज एयरफोर्स नेवी तो छोटी है, वहाँ पर कमांड एंड कंट्रोल के सिस्टम में ये है कि जो सर्विसेज वाले लोग हैं ये लोग वहाँ कमांड में नहीं जाते. दे रिमेन ओनली इन सर्विसेज. हालांकि उनके भी लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल हैं एक आध इधर उधर. और एट मेजर जनरल एसी वगैरह को अगर छोड़ दिया जाए तो जो आर्म सर्विसेज हैं और जो फाइटिंग सर्विसेज हैं इनमें से ब्रिगेडियर लेवल पे आप कहीं भी इंटरचेंज हो सकते हो. एंड देयर आफ्टर आप सिग्नल्स का हैं तो आप सिग्नल्स के नहीं रहोगे, आप उसमें चले जाओगे. पर वहाँ मेजर जनरल जब बनोगे तो दो स्ट्रीम बन जाएंगे, एक कमांड वाला बन जाएगा और एक सर्विसेज वाला बन जाएगा. दैट फेलो विल रिटायर एज मेजर जनरल, कमांड वाला विल गो एज लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल. दिस पॉलिसी was challenged in Supreme Court also and it was upheld. So this is how command and control works. What was your second query?
Second question was on the confidentiality of the.
I'll tell you.
The list that.
The basic system of ACR is, suppose I am working under him. He is to every year assess me. Today I am working under him. Say this year I am working under him. Tomorrow I am working under him. Next year I am working under him. So all the fellows will assess in their way every year. They will be different. His assessment will be different. His will be different. His will be different. And sometimes if you are in a battalion, one commander may do for many years, but commander will change. You may remain in the unit. Now these reports, as far as army is concerned, they are shown when the report is raised. We call it IU, initiating officer. It is shown. But then it goes, the next higher is the RO. वो जो उसकी रिपोर्ट लिखता है आईओ की, वो आरओ होता. जैसे बटालियन कमांडर ने लिखा तो ब्रिगेड कमांडर उसका आरओ होगा, और उसका एसआरओ जो है डिपेंडिंग ऑन रैंक क्या है वो उसको डिपेंड करता है. कर्नल ही है तो फिर वो बटालियन में नहीं होगा, ब्रिगेड कमांडर उसकी रिपोर्ट लिखेगा, ड्यू कमांडर उसका आरओ होगा. एंड फाइन एसआरओ है. एसआरओ भी कहीं आर्मी कमांडर होगा, कहीं कोर कमांडर होगा और कहीं चीफ भी होगा. तो दिस इज हाउ इट इज असेस्ड. नाउ एयरफोर्स एंड नेवी हैज अ वेरी गुड सिस्टम. दे हैव अ सिस्टम ऑफ मॉडरेशन. दैट मॉडरेशन पॉलिसी इज आल्सो अफेल्ड. उसमें क्या है कि व्हेन अ रिपोर्ट कम्स टू एयर हेडक्वार्टर्स आफ्टर ऑल दिस, आरओ ने कर दिया, एसआरओ ने कर दिया, इट गोज टू दैट पर्सनल डिपार्टमेंट. देन पर्सनल डिपार्टमेंट उसको पिछली रिपोर्ट से टैली करता है. एंड इफ इट इज फाउंड अनड्यूली हाई, कुछ नंबर किया उनके इतना इससे ज़्यादा हो, या अनड्यूली लो, तो दे मॉडरेट, दे कम टू द एवरेज. एंड दिस इज अ वेरी गुड चेक, बिकॉज आज मैं इनको मस्का लगा देता हूँ, ये मेरे को 9 में से 9 दे देंगे, इनको नहीं लगाया ये 8 दे देंगे. 8 और 9 में ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है, पर ये अगर उन्होंने 6 दे दिए तो बहुत फर्क पड़ जाएगा. ठीक है ना. सो दिस इज हाउ इट इज मॉडरेशन. व्हेन इट कम्स टू प्रमोशन बोर्ड, फर्स्टली प्रमोशन बोर्ड आर, यू हैव टू हैव फेथ, एवरीथिंग वर्क्स ऑन फेथ. दिस प्रमोशन बोर्ड इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड ऑफ द हाई टॉप चिल्ड्रन ऑफ द आर्मी. देयरफॉर one odd man may have some vested interest to see that this man does not come, but your ACR marks are already there, they come. Then you have 5 marks of value judgment. That's very interesting. Suppose ये 10 आदमी बैठे हुए हैं, 11 बैठे हुए हैं, तो उसके सामने आप, एक तो ACR हो गया, ACR में आप कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं कर सकते, ACR आपको जितना आया वो दे दिया. अब वो वैल्यू जजमेंट, उसका जो प्रोफाइल है, क्या कोर्सेज किए उसने, कौन कौन से वार में पार्टिसिपेट किया है, उसके अदरवाइज एकेडमिक मेरिट कैसी रही है, एंड इसकी अदरवाइज रनिंग कमांड एंड कंट्रोल की क्या कैसी इसकी रिपोर्ट्स हैं, कौन कौन सी एक्सरसाइजेज में क्या किया, वो सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन उनके पास होती है. उसके ऊपर ईच 1 out of 5 गिव्स मार्क्स. That is totaled and it is given, average is given. So it is very difficult, you can't question it now, the judgment of those fellows. Even then there is one more safeguard. They are not told about these ACR marks. This board is not told about ACR marks. Okay. Only person who knows is the top man in the personnel. Like in army, the MS, military secretary, he knows it. So when this is all going on, there is a lot of discussion on each case. Then this is passed on to him. He checks with his record and he comes back and said that you will have to reconsider your value assessment. It seems to be going down. Then if they again consider, they will have to record reasons why it is going down, which is open to the court. All files are shown to the court. And if it is going too high, even then he tells. So it's almost a civil में क्या होता है, वही ACR होता है, DPC होता है, but they don't have this system. DPC कोई बन जाता है, कोई जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी बैठ जाएगा, और जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी का तो कोई सेक्रेटरी बैठ जाएगा. Totally whims and fancies that you don't have here, luckily. But there are always trouble creators. Those trouble creators, they come into the knowledge of everyone. So naturally they have to suffer the consequences. So this is how promotion boards are by and large fair. That is why Supreme Court has said that no court can sit as a court of appeal on promotion boards. Nobody can challenge. Interesting, I'll tell you. The promotion board's recommendation is merely a recommendation. When it goes processed and it goes to the ministry, they may have some additional inputs and information. If promotion board has recommended, they may say, no, this fellow, there are so many things, everything is recorded. He is not to be promoted. And that also has been upheld. So it's a system. But question is, remember, unlike the civil services, where everybody is, say IS fellows, take the example of IS, they are destined to become at least joint secretary. And many of them even additional secretary. And secretary, of course, not many, but up to that. And that's quite good. But here, it's a pyramidal structure. There can be only one chief. There can be only one vice chief. There can be only one deputy chief. There can be only one army commander. It's laid down so many commands, so many lieutenants, so many corps headquarters, corps, so many this thing. Div, so many major generals. So it's a pyramidal. So most people have to retire at colonel's rank. In 2004, before 2004, the government, this issue that the officers were becoming colonel's late. And it was a selection grade promotion. And it's the third largest army in the world, Indian Army. It's not a small thing. So morale was getting affected. So there is one A.V. Singh committee which was given this task. And then they said that we have to have young battalion commanders. We have to have young brigade commanders. So earlier, a person will become colonel only say 21, 22 years or 23 years. Lieutenant colonel 18 years or something. All that. Now, up to lieutenant colonel is a time scale in all the three services. They abolish the rank of second lieutenant. You start from lieutenant. Then 3 years, you are captain. 2 years, you are captain. Add another 3 years, you are a major. Add another 3-4 years, exactly 13 years or something, you are a lieutenant colonel. So if you become 13 years lieutenant colonel, say 16, 17, you are a colonel. And around 20, you are a brigadier. So much of a difference. Brigadiers used to be 26, 27 years. So those have been implemented. The vacancies were upgraded. So that is a kind of process which goes on. It's a cadre बोलते हैं इसको. तो cadre का review होता है, cadre control होता है. So this is how it works. Anything else? हाँ.
Why there are no new JAG recruitments in Air Force?
New
New JAG recruitments in Air Force.
Couldn't get you.
Why there are no new JAG recruitments in Indian Air Force?
Judge
Advocate General.
Judge advocates. I'll tell you. You found out. Army has a JAG branch right from beginning. Army is huge. Number is also huge. Next is Air Force. It's a very small force. So, if you have to, firstly, there are some inter-branches problem. Because in Air Force, the JAG branch is open to all branches. Anybody who is a law graduate, anybody, they run a course of about year 12 to 15 months. Anybody who passes it, the passing marks are 80%, of course. So you become a judge advocate. So there have been flyers coming here, there have been technical fellows coming here, accounts fellows coming up. I was administrative. Basically, it is staffed otherwise by the administrative branch. Okay. Now, if you have to have a branch, then entire cadre will be there. And today, this year only, first time, Air Force has Air Vice Marshal Judge Advocate General. Otherwise, it was Air Commodore, that is Brigadier. तो मैं एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ब्रांच का हूँ, मेरे लिए ओपनिंग एयर मार्शल तक थी. If I come to the JAG branch, तो I can't be stopped only at Air Commodore. I quit the Air Force early. I quit when I had 12 years to go, and I was already a group captain. And next was group Air Commodore. I would have been JAG Air, no problem. So if a JAG branch is made in Air Force, it will be a disadvantage to everyone. So they have a system that for promotion you clear in your branch. So even if you are in JAG branch, if you are becoming Air Marshal, you go back to your branch. If it is flying, go back to flying. If it is logistic, go back to logistic. If it is ADAM, go back to ADAM. Now Navy is smaller than us. One more thing. Here they are running the course in Air Headquarters itself. No specific JAG officers are available to teach them. वो जो वहाँ काम करते हैं वही लोग उनको टीच करते हैं. Navy of late, 2-3 years, 5 years back, they have started a JAG branch. JAG branch बनाओगे तो आपको लोगों को डायरेक्ट लेना पड़ेगा, ट्रेन करना पड़ेगा. उस इंस्टीट्यूट का कॉस्ट क्या होगा? You will have to establish Army as a full institute, Institute of Military Law. ठीक है ना, वहाँ नागपुर में है, कामठी में. तो देयरफॉर आर्मी से इसको कंपेयर नहीं करना चाहिए. और एयरफोर्स में है तो किसी भी ब्रांच में चले जाओ लॉयर बन के और आ जाना JAG ब्रांच में. ठीक है ना? ओके. व्हाट एल्स? There are a lot of lady judge advocates in army particularly, and you fellows have no query at all. So shall we say, I have done my part, you have done your part? Right? Yes, sir. Let's conclude.
Thank you, sir, for sharing insights about the Armed Forces Tribunal and how does the Armed Forces actually work, is the internal functioning as well. You have also answered several questions from the audience. We are thankful to you. Thank you, sir.
Good day, everybody. I wish you all the